Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're gonna talk about La Liga and this title race. How it has taken some interesting turn since that month of November. From the start of November, it was looking as if it's a Barcelona's horse, like it's a Barcelona's league, and they're probably gonna go. They were definitely the favorites out there. And I'm being an Atletico fan. I did not care about anything. All I wanted was for Atletico. All I want even today is Atletico to win this league. But yeah, it was tough back then. But we have to go on and win every single match of ours, which I'm glad we did. And currently, from the recent results of Real Madrid and Mallorca, Real Madrid losing against Athletic Club Bilbao at Athletic Club's home, this title race has really has started taking some interesting turns, and it is becoming more entertaining as a neutral viewer. But as an Atletico fan, it is also becoming exciting, and I'm being cautiously optimistic because of the fact that now we are just 1 point behind Real Madrid. And currently Barcelona has played 16 matches and they're 5 points ahead with, but we have a game in hand, which is against Sevilla and at our home, which I expect and we should win that match. It is really important for us to win every single match that we play Atletico de Madrid that I'm talking about. But yes, man, this like the November had been really disastrous to be honest for Barcelona, and for Real Madrid it was definitely mixed bags. There were some places where they showed some signs of coming back from all those difficulties they had, but also a lot of bad news for them like ACL injuries for Militao, which after which his season is definitely over. And a lot of like even Vinicius being injured, they're probably the best player in like, and definitely among the best, definitely among the best winger in the world. And so yeah, man, it's difficult for Real as well. And between these, I'm really glad of the fact that Atletico has capitulated. We have taken this chance and we have won back to back 7 consecutive matches. And I want us to extend this winning streak till the match against Barcelona, which is necessary, which is definitely a must win for us. I have to say, if we really want to win this league, and we have to prove our mettle to win this league. That is if like we can only win this league if we prove our mettle by defeating teams which are their title contenders, which are basically these two teams, of course, like Real Madrid and Barcelona. So that is all which I have to say as an Atletico fan. And yeah, as I said, man, like the race, like it was looking one-sided at like after that defeat against Barcelona, which like Real Madrid got at their home stadium, 4-0. It was definitely looking one-sided, and because even we lost that match, Real Madrid was 6 point behind, we were 10 point behind. But after that, in back-to-back 3 matches, Barcelona dropped their points. They lost 2 matches and drew one. Because of that, we are there. Like we have to capitalize on this, and like as an Atletico fan, I'm saying there's no other way around. You have to play like a match-winning team, like a champion team, because that is what you have to do to win the league. That is basically what it has to be. Okay, but yes, when it if we talk about Barcelona, see their plan of like they play pretty high intensity, high pressing football, which is definitely a high risk, high reward system. Given the fact the amount of like youngsters they have in their team, alongside in terms of experience, they've got Lewandowski. They previous season they had Gundogan, which they let go, which I think was not that great of a move. But yes, for financial standpoint of view, they had to do it. Even Danny Olmo have some like definitely have like an experience, but yeah, I mean, but if you talk about the team, it is a team full of youngsters, and definitely that is why I tend to believe it has to happen. Like it is pretty, what I can say, like a pretty high risk, high reward, as I said before. But even for youngsters, it's kind of like a really important part of their career, because if here, God forbid, I don't want this to happen to anyone, but if there is any injury, given the fact the kind of high intensity game they play, because at this age, if a really serious injury gets, it has an ability to really hamper their career, which is a really unfortunate case for even for a La Masia kid named Ansu Fati, who's still there in Barcelona, but it is what's happening with him, and that's pretty sad to be honest, but it is what it is. And like that is all. And I mean, and in Real Madrid, man, their squad has taken a really big hit, given the fact a lot of their important players have been injured, and they weren't really playing that great of football. But the it's just the individual brilliance they have in the team and all. They were pulling off results and all, because I mean, come on, man, look at the squad. Like my favorite player among like my favorite midfielders among in current world, Valverde has to be there. I love Valverde, and his case is also interesting after the Athletic Club match, and it has been from this past month or so. His case, I'm gonna come that on that a little bit later. But if we talk about Real Madrid, the team, I would say they haven't been really convincing, and definitely they are losing points, and we have to capture, like we have to capitulate on this as an Atletico fan, and see if we look at their fixtures, if we look at Barcelona's fixtures and Real Madrid fixtures, and of course Atletico's fixtures, they are pretty interesting. And Barcelona has some tricky games, whereas Real Madrid also I think has some decent games, and I think Atletico are kind of lucky because we have some comparatively easier games. Like let's just first talk about Barcelona's game. Okay, so after like the Mallorca game, they have Real Betis on 7th. Real Betis defeated us, and I really want Real Betis to like pull off some results against Barcelona. I expect them to at least draw against them. A draw. I can see this match as a draw, like a 1-1 or 2-2 draw. Then they have Dortmund, which is also again difficult at Dortmund's home. Then they have a comparatively definitely an easy fixture which they're gonna win. That is Leganes. After that, they have a really important match against Atletico, which is definitely has a say in this title race. And after that they have got Athletic Club like Bilbao. After that they've got Getafe, then they've got Benfica. So till 22nd January they've got some decent, like I would say is like fixtures, but they have also the New Year gap, the holidays. So definitely they have got some time, but yes, their fixtures are pretty tricky, I would say. When it comes to Real Madrid, man, I mean they have Girona away, which can be a little tricky, but I'd expect them to win. If Girona pulls off a result, that'd be great. Then they've got a tough match against Atlanta at Atlanta's home. Then they've got Rayo Vallecano, which should be easy for them. And after that, they've got an 18 December Club World Cup final. Okay, so that's gonna be a tough match for them as well. Then they've got Sevilla at home, which should be easy. Then they've got Mallorca at home at for Spanish Super Cup. That is in January. Okay, so and if we talk about Atleticos, we have got Cas Sereno, which is Copa del Rey match, which is easy, which we should win, of course. And then we've got home match against Sevilla. This is like every single game till Barcelona's is a must win for us. There's no excuse. I'd say, okay, so we have to be unbeat, like we have to be invincible in December, for lack of better words. And we have like then we have got Slovan Bratislava at Champions League. We should be winning this. We've got Getafe at home. We should be winning this. We are kind of lucky. We have back-to-back home matches at La Liga. After that, we've got Barcelona away. So we should be having a really good momentum. And as I said before, it's a must win. Now let us come on the topic of Valverde. I think like I really want to make another video on this thing because it's really modern and I like that guy. But there is definitely a case of burnout in his case because of the fact he has played around 80 matches in past 1 year or so. That is pretty insane. And he's from Uruguay. For playing international matches, he has to take a long flight of 10, 12, 15 hours, and then he'll go there. He play their matches. After 2 weeks, he comes back here in against a 15 hours flight, and he has 2 days in which he has to train. He has to be maintain his form, maintain his fitness, and then he has to be match ready. It's really tough for him, man. So yeah, that is it for this video, man. La Liga title race is exciting, and as an Atletico fan, out by Atleti. I want us to win. I want Griezmann to win this title. I believe in my team, even though we are definitely not the perfect team, but we have to be the champion team for winning this La Liga title. And I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah, thank you for watching to the end. Like, share, comment, and of course subscribe.